you. But first and foremost, it's for Lord Abba. So today, family, oh, we can't do like that. We can't get so caught up in our emotions and we forget our customs. You know, shout out to Bill Neal. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out to my Israel brothers out there. My Hebrew Israelites. Peace and love, family. Shout out to all my people, man, that desire unity. Regardless of what has happened in the past, that desire unity. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. We're going to beat this fight. Yeah, we're going to win this war. We're going to beat this battle. It's going to be us. Those who are about unity and about love, we're going to prevail. It's all good. So anyway, first and foremost, I rise and give praise to the great God of the universe. You know, my Hebrew brothers, they call him Yahweh. Some of them, okay. Let me see who else. My Kemetic brother, they might use the term Thoth, but we in the Moorish Science Temple of America, we use the term Allah. So let me tell you what Sinetta trying to do now. I'm going to click to his station. See, I'm going to troll him. He going to go live to try to make sure his audience don't come over here. But his audience going to want to hear this work. It is what it is. I'm going to break this thing down like it's supposed to be. It is what it is. But as long as he's live, that means he can't troll me. So anyway, because I'm ready to break it down. But let me see what he's talking about. I'm going to share with y'all what he's talking about. We go, this is the wars of YouTube, because I don't want no trouble for real. Nah, I'm laughing. This is YouTube wars. Shalom, Judah. Okay, first and foremost, family, let's say this. So today, I want y'all to walk with me. I want to give y'all the whole narrative. I want to give y'all the whole narrative about how this took place. Okay. Now, if I can, I hope it's a lot of Moors in the building because this pertains to you. I want to take y'all back to where all this come from. What's up, Moor Ready? Well, inshallah, a lot of Moors will come back and watch this, but this show is for everybody. Now, as you know, Sinetta is planning some bogus unity conference, you know, and on this unity conference, he is planning to saying that he's doing something as it relates to unity, which we know for a fact that Sinetta is not about any unity. So he's charging $25 $25 to buy the ticket, and it's more at the door. We know this guy is not about unity. Now, for my Moorish people, especially to the elders, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all see me everywhere. The elders that I respect and that I love, I want you to know that I'm on the front line fighting a battle that has always precipitated the learning. This brother has demonized the prophet for so long. And there was a time when what's up, 2 degrees, peace and love, family. There was a time when nobody stood in the defense of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's teaching. Now, and I tell you, scholastically, a lot of brothers was willing to go back and forth word for word. But guess what? I'm willing to go back forth word for word, wit for wit. Excuse me. Let me say word for word, wit for wit, and anything else that follows that. Let me tell you once again, there was no Moorish brother that I know of. If I'm wrong, correct me. And a lot of Moorish brothers that was willing to go the whole line, the whole extent. Don't tell me. I don't want to know that. You know what I mean? I understand justice. But the point that I'm making, on the social media front, there was not. Was you in the chat when he was talking crap? Oh, now, let me get this out. Black Sinetta TV, Black News 102, tune in. Black Power. Yeah, absolutely. Tune in. So check this out. There was a time when everybody wanted to address, what's up, Sierra? Everybody wanted to address people coming at the Moors intellectually. That's fine. I'm telling you, that was the climate. The climate was when somebody say something disrespectful about the Moors would address it intellectually. Well, last year, after conferring, sitting down with some Moors that I respect, with some Moors I hold in high regard, and you know who you are, I can tell you one of them was Brother Sharif. I respect the brother, love the brother. One of them was Brother Sharif, and y'all know how me and Sharif ride. So I can tell you one of them was Brother Sharif, but Brother Sharif and quite a few other Moors. And I'm gonna say my brother Taharka L, because Taharka L is a scholarly Moor, laid back, and I told him my plan. Now let me tell you what my plan was. My plan was to go to NYC and confront this nonsense head on. You see, when I get there, the gorilla known as Sinetta was nothing but a little pipsqueak that didn't want no problems. And I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't want no problems either, but I ain't got no problem with problems. It is what it is, but I don't want no trouble. That ain't what this is about. But family, let me show you. For years, Sinetta has always antagonized the Moorish American. So today, he has Lord Abba on the screen with him. He has Lord Abba on the screen with him, demonstrating some type of degree as it relates to him being mad at other Moors. So I want to sideshow. I don't know if y'all seen the flyer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this flyer real quick, so you can see what I'm coming to, see what I'm talking about. So here you go. This was Lord Abba today when he uploaded the demonstration. There was Lord Abba right here on Black News 102. Lord Abba exposing the dirty Moors hiding behind the feds. All right? This is what Lord Abba demonstrated. This is what he did. So, no problem. However, the dirty Moor that he's speaking about is me. Now, I don't have no problem. I got my brother in the chat, Lex Vortex. Lex, you gotta wait because I gotta add this out real quick, brother. I got you. So he goes on there and begin to no, I got you already. We're gonna get to all that. He goes on there and begins to throw shame, shade, and slander on every Moor that he can think of that don't agree with him, starting with me and Brother Sharif. But before we go any further, let me show you how this brother is such. And I'm gonna use terms like weird. I'm gonna use terms like silly. I'm gonna use terms like dumb because these terms are fitting for what I'm talking about tonight. So I want to share this with you real quick. This is a video that is currently on Sinetta TV that Lord Abba supports. He supports this brother, but he say he believe in the prophet. Listen to this.
Drew Ali had amassed enough cash.
It's a lie now.
A lavish lifestyle. He married many women and divorced them whenever he desired. When he stole a woman from Green's embrace that Green had his heart set on, Green's jealousy kicked into high gear.
Now hold up. I'm going to stop right there. Y'all can catch that video. Y'all can catch that video on Black News 102. Till this day, Sinetta have this video up demonizing, spreading crazy lies about the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And now War already asked me, is he a part of the Moor Side Temple of America? How can you be a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America when somebody just demonized the prophet of God, the one that you call the prophet? So is he a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America? He cannot be. He cannot be a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America or a lover of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'm going to bring it back one more time. This is on Black News 102 right now. For all the Moors who are interested, go to Black News 102, and anybody else, go to Black News 102. I don't care about, I don't get paid for this, so I promote it just like it is. It's blasphemy, it's crazy, and this brother, hold on.
Green now demanded that Ali give him a raise in the MSTA's financial status.
Look at this.
Green told Ali that if he couldn't fulfill the demand,
listen,
he'd become a whistleblower and expose Ali as a con man and religious fraud.
All of this is a lie.
Green wasn't bluffing.
He put this video together.
The organization's financial records
House
in
of
a
God
safe in his own office at Unity Hall. The bovine excrement
all of this is fake.
About to hit the fan.
All of this is fake. All of this is fake. However, this is currently on. This is currently no. Somebody asked the question, world class, and I said no. He's not a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is currently on, but the problem is he says that he's a Moorish American and he followed the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Now, if he followed the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, how can he stand by and let somebody demonize? Okay, listen. Let me calm down. If he follows the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, if a person followed Prophet Muhammad, there is no way an Orthodox Sunni Muslim or any Muslim of the Orthodox persuasion would stand by and allow that to go down and then stand next to him. Now, somebody may say, well, you used to be cool with Sinetta. Guess what? He's still my brother. But I said to Sinetta, why don't you take that video down? He told me he don't have the password. You know he got the password for Black News 102. So I left that alone because that's just what it is. If he's going to demonstrate that, then guess what? I'm going to demonstrate the mind degree and I'm going to outsmart him every time. So just recently, when I did the video about him trying to get people to pay $25 to come to a unity conference, Sinetta called me and said, one thing about you, you hit below the belt. You hit below the belt. What you do is you try to stop me from feeding my family. You try to stop me from feeding my family. Y'all hear what he's saying? I have no reason to lie. He said you're trying to stop me from feeding my family, meaning that he is going to feed off the back of the people. Because I did that show, and I'm going to continue to do it. But now, let me go in a little bit more. Let me go in a little bit more and share some things with you. Okay, so this is what the show about first. We're going to start off right here. We're going to start off with Abba. We're going to start off with this guy first. And then we're going to move to this guy second. You know what I mean? We see Abba right there, right in there. You know what I mean? How can you do this? Huh? Anyway, we're going to get the show rolling. So, family, let me look at the chat real quick. Now, this is the thing. You cannot be a follower of Noble Drew Ali and stand behind somebody, beside somebody, or with somebody blaspheming Prophet Noble Drew Ali. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And if you do, you're a hypocrite of the highest degree. It is what it is. Okay, let me get my my paperwork together here. Let me get my paperwork together here. Now, I want to share something with you. let me do this first. Give me 1 second, family, because I'm trying to get to the point, man. I want to really allow people to see where I'm coming from with this, and I don't want anybody to think I'm doing this from a malicious point of view, because I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm actually doing it from a point of view that this is something that needs to be said. All right. So I'm going to pull up this. This is Abba right here.
Brothers like Sharif Bey.
Hold up. All right, now here I come, family. Work with me as I roll out these slides. Now, this is a slide. I don't have them organized. I just have them randomly selected. And so I'm going to respond as I put them up. I don't know what they're going to say because I have them randomly selected. So here we go. Listen.
Brothers like Sharif Bey. Yeah, I'm calling names. Sharif Bey, you see Taharka, he's like the biggest Lord Abba slanderer and hater right now. There's no checks and balances.
Understand that slander means I lie. That's what slander means.
In the movement, that's why people like that, like Taharka, could get on TV the way that he does and slander anybody at will. And
never slandered anybody. But here we go.
Talk about don't get emotional, don't put your, you can't keep talking about people. You can't talk personal stuff about people and then say it's all entertainment.
I never said anything personal about this, brother. Never. Check the file.
Somebody might walk up to you and punch you in your face.
Now,
I'm just saying.
Listen.
I'm just saying. You know, it gets.
Look.
And somebody might walk up to you and punch you in your face. Might walk up to you and punch you in your face. I'm just saying.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Somebody might walk up and punch me in the face. That's what he said. But hold up. If that's the case, why would he take a trip from Georgia, right here? Why would he, let me straighten this out a little bit. Why would he take a trip? Somebody might walk up and punch me in the face, right? Then explain to me the science behind taking a trip from Georgia, going past Baltimore to do an interview in New York. Again, explain to me the more science behind taking a trip from Georgia, driving past or driving through or flying over, skipping Baltimore and going to New York. I want to play it again. Let's hear what he said.
It gets like that. Somebody might walk up to you and punch you in your face.
Again, I think I said it enough. So here we go. That's the first of the first slide that we see is crazy. The first slide we see is crazy. How are you going to talk about the type of stuff that make you want to punch somebody in the face? On that note, if I need, I have a different phone, but I have another phone. Recently, I just left Georgia. I went to Georgia to the Juneteenth festival, and I got witness for this because it was somebody with me. And the somebody with me was in the chat, is in the chat right now. I got to Georgia and I asked the brother, let's meet up. The brother asked me for what? And I got the chat. So if he tried to screenshot half of it, I got the rest of it. Because that's what they do. I asked the brother to meet up. He said, for what? I said, because I'm your brother. He said, if we meet up, I'm going to peel your snakeskin back. I say, let's meet up. And let me explain. I don't talk reckless through the wire. I don't talk reckless through the wire. So I just kept saying, let's meet up. Let's meet up. He started saying, if we meet up, we're going to shake and bake. I say, you just talking. Let's meet up. You feel me? So again, this is the pseudo tough guy now. Now, not only is he emotional about a YouTube video. Now he's pseudo tough. They ain't really tough. Because I was in your town. Come to Baltimore. Come to Baltimore. That's all you gotta do. Come to Baltimore. All you gotta do. And it's not a threat. It's not a threat. I'm telling you, for real, to be totally honest, if the brother told me, he said, Brother Taharka, man, I'm tired of the back and forth. We both Moors. Let's move on. Brother, let's move on. I would say Islam, my brother. No problem with it. We had differences. Heck, my brother, my blood brother bust me in my head when I was a child. I still love him to death or to life. Not a big deal. But nah, not these guys. These guys are full of ego. They take this YouTube stuff too serious. What's up, Quincy Robinson? They take this YouTube stuff too serious. This is their bread and butter. So let's go to the next slide. Work with me, family, because I'm going to pull these slides out and I just want to speak on them. So first of all, we want to find out what is going on with this brother. Now, I'm going to start right here. This is how the show started. And I'm going to explain this clip to you.
My thing, that is just the calling yourself coward. You call yourself brother. You on this phone right now, right? I said, my thing, that is just the calling yourself coward. You call yourself.
Well, let me hold up for a second. Let me show you. Let me set this up. Let me set this up. Now, what you're about to hear, right? What you're about to hear is Sinetta. Sinetta is the police. That's plain and simple. And if y'all rock with Sinetta, you will know in time. Sinetta is the police. Why do I say that? Who the heck calls somebody random and they record the call? This was a recorded call that I didn't know about. This not only happened once, it happened 3 or 4 times. And I'm always prepared for him to call and have it recorded, even in times of peace. But I still talk like a gorilla. I still talk tough because I know what you're doing. I don't let my guard down with COINTEL. So check this out. So this is the 3rd time he did that. He did that with Unc, he did it with Larry, and now he did it with Abba. Now check this out. This is what it is. That's right, Sinetta. Listen to the story. So that's right, I'm a gorilla. Tonight I'm a gorilla. I'm a Moorish man. I just mad. Hey, elders, don't get mad at me. Elders, do not get mad at me. You follow me? So anyway, hey, D-Reed, I'm gonna let you in here in a minute. Elders, do not get mad at me. I'm just playing. This is nice. This is like a good basketball game. They sensitive. Anyway, he recorded me secretly. Now, when he recorded me, now listen to this, family. He recorded me. I picks up the phone. Islam, Brother Taharka Bey. Brother, why don't you debate? What you think about debating Lord Abba? I said, huh? Now, I'm paraphrasing, so if he run the whole tape back, it may not be identical word for word, but this is the gist of what happened. Would you like to debate Lord Abba? I'm like, huh? Shalom, Vernon. I said, nah. I said, I'm not debating no more. He said, come on, man. Y'all got differences. Y'all don't see things alike. I'm a real clown. I guess. You know, like the brother from the USRA did the video with the clown nose. I'm like, man, I'm not debating my brother. I said, I disagree with the brother, but I'm not debating no more, and especially not on your channel. When I said that, right in the background, Islam, Lord Abba, on the phone. Man, this is how these clowns play. But I'm guided by the true and living God. I'm guided by the true and living God. No matter what you think about me, the wisdom of a true Moor He gets on the phone. It's long. So, Uncle, why you make them videos about me lying? I said, man, I ain't lied to you. I ain't lied about no video I made about you. Tell me which one. He said, all of them. I said, well, tell me what I lie about. He said, about me working in the grocery store. I said, well, maybe I got my information wrong with that. But other than that, there's nothing I said wrong. Name it for me. Name it for me. He cannot name. He cannot name one lie I told. And I got the clips from the show on Sinetta. He still don't tell what lie I told. Besides, he said, I said he worked in the grocery store stocking shelves for Jews. Well, heck, if it ain't Jews, did you ever work in a grocery store? Huh? Did you ever work in a grocery store? Most likely so. But hey, everybody needs a job. It is what it is. But my thing with that comment was, how are you going to be the supreme anything being told to put that mayonnaise on the shelf? You calling yourself a supreme grand sheik, yet you got somebody telling you to put that sugar on the shelf. Clean up aisle 3. But you calling yourself a supreme grand sheik. Supreme of what? Hold up, family. I get worked up. Let me give a special shout out to my monitors family. Y'all can get mad. Y'all can get upset. But I'm asking you to keep your language at a minimum. I'm not upset. They say I get emotional. I ain't emotional. You know what? Not emotional at all. I'm just a man for truth. So keep your language down. It's okay if you disagree. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay to disagree. Absolutely, black light. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you cannot proclaim to be an author, a scholar, a supreme. You know what the word supreme means? A supreme grand sheik. And somebody telling you clean up the butter off of aisle 3. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyway, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Sinetta, you going down tonight. This WWE. See, I understand that YouTube is like the WWE. I understand that. And so the video that I'm about to play you right now is them calling me a liar. And they calling me saying that I like to skew the videos. I call it chop and screw. And guess where I got that from? Take a guess. Absolutely, I chop and screw it. Guess where I got that from? From your old friend Sinetta. To make my point, I will take clips after clip after clip after clip, weave it together and tell my story with your own words. And I do it better than Sinetta. And I do it better than Sinetta. So they were crying about that. And I'm going to play this conversation that was secretly recorded. Secretly recorded. Here it goes.
Look, Father, you on this phone right now, lying. I'm posting videos of the stuff that you're saying specifically about me. Do you not think that we're here? You know what I think, Taharka? I think that you have a superiority complex. I think you believe that somehow everybody else is dealing with a lesser intelligence than you.
Abba, you pretty much is, brother. You pretty much is. A brother disrespect your prophet, call him a pedophile, call him an adulterer, call him a murderer, and you got the nerve to stand next to him. My intelligence is superior to yours. Absolutely. You stand next to him. See, when I stood next to Sinetta, we were always in contention. He knew it and I knew it.
You know, you understand that, bro? That you could get your calling you lame,
Here's Sinetta in the background laughing as two Moors, supposedly one Moor talking to an Asiatic that think he's a Moor.
I'm my 14-year-old son of what circles around you. Real travel. This is my problem, brother, man.
Okay, now what you're about to hear now is the second guy that want to cry. Grimion L. That's the second guy. They are so bent out of shape about this YouTube thing that they saying that I'm lying on them, but I'm really not. Go check the video. This is real.
And my problem is this. Even when you and I was going through what we was going through, brother man, what you did or whatever was you collect dossiers or embedded dossiers and stuff on brothers, right? You skew.
I skew, this is what he said, I skew, which I call chop and screw.
The narrative.
I skew the narrative. That's right, I do.
I just said it. I just said it. I just said it.
Right. The narrative.
I just said
And
it.
that is not Muslim life.
And you're going to tell me that's not Muslim-like character. If I use your words and you tell me that Europeans are trying to advance you through life, if I use your own words and I just take it as it is and use your words and piece all these videos together, I don't try to question my Muslimism.
It's not Moorish life.
I'm not worried about your interpretation of that.
As I said, I'm not worried about your interpretation. When you come at the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, all bets is off.
Right now, Leonardo, he came slick on the Isaiah Hopkins Bay post.
Y'all hear that, right? He came slick.
And from that point on, all bets was off.
All bets were off, so that gives you a permission, all right, and being a North American Muslim to lie on people.
And family, let's be clear. I have yet to hear the lie that I told. I have yet to hear the lie that I told. Now, secondly, what would make me be jealous of Brother Sinetta? Y'all read that while I was playing the thing. Why would I be jealous of Sinetta? Let me explain something. Sinetta lives in the hood because he don't know how to get out. He got the money to get out, but not the intelligence. And nothing wrong with the hood. I love the hood. Matter of fact, I'm moving back to the hood and rebuild it and rent out my house. Now, number two, Sinetta's son was taught by a Moor, and Sinetta don't even know it. Until a video surfaced when he interviewed Brother Sharif, he interviewed Tunica L, he interviewed Ali Bey, and my good brother Cyrus L, and his son walked up to a Moorish American Muslim and said, "Daddy, that's my teacher." He did not know who his son teacher was. I'm jealous of Sinetta. You want to know who teach my son? I can bring my son right now. And he can tell you the alphabets in Spanish. I mean, you know what I mean, the numbers. What you want him to tell you? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What you want him to tell you? I can show you. Teach my son. He's becoming fluent in Spanish. His English is superb. Wait till I upload this video. You'll see his English is superb. His more science is advancing. His brain is, come on, man. And that's just one of them. Don't make me bring the other ones up. Don't make me do that. I know who's teaching my son. Number two, he got a 550 Benz parked on a block. Why he got to go upstairs into a building. Nothing wrong with that. But you living backwards. Nothing wrong with that. You living backwards. I'm jealous of Sinetta. Anybody know me know what I got. I'm not going to brag because I actually work hard. These worker hands. I don't set people up to debate. I don't do that. I actually go to work. These hands work. They're working hands. Working hands. I ain't got to carry a narrative where people got to beef in order so my family can eat. Again, Sinetta told me, he said, you the type of person that want to stop my family from eating. Yeah. You the type of person that stops some family from eating. Katila, make a constructive comment. This is not a crab in a bucket. I'm giving a report, sister. of why the brother did a video about me. That's all I'm doing. I'm responding. This is another thing that people don't get. When y'all see Taharka Bey doing all this and getting all loud, know for sure that I am responding. The name of the video is my response to Sinetta and Lord Abba. I'm responding. So it's not a crab in a bucket. This is not that serious to me. This is not that serious to me. My son's in the other room serious to me. This is not that serious to me. Come on. But I'm responding because it's good for you too. And it's good to awaken people up to the hypocrisy where they think they're getting some information that's going to take them to the next level. So here we go. Let me share with you the next one, family. Oh, we're going to get through this. We're going to have a good time tonight. Yes, indeed. We're going to have a good time tonight. Because I want to share with y'all the straight hypocrisy that goes on, man. And y'all need to know this, man. If y'all want to follow this madness, it's fine. But it's my job to let you know what you're dealing with. Let's go with this. This here is my good brother. Okay, this here, I'm about to share a video with you. Now, what we're going to try to do is we're going to diagnose this thing. You know what I mean? They must have missed the millionaire video. Ain't no me. Look. So now why do Sinetta do what he do? Why do he do what he do? One day he cool, one day he bad, one day he all right. He cuss people out on the network. I watch him call people bees, all type of stuff. You would never hear me say that. Never. You would never hear me curse anybody out. You might see me get worked up, swing my arms and all that. But you ain't gonna never see me curse anybody out. You never gonna see me flat out disrespect anybody. It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. Now, check this out. Come to find out that somebody got evidence on why this brother act like he do. Bear with me, family. Let's check it out. Let's check out the brother, Royale. This is Brother Royale.
I like to thank, I'm going to start off with a thank you to Sinetta for proving my damn point. You're insane. You're delusional. You're a maniac. The drugs did something to your mind, brother. 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 And it's obvious. He was a drug addict. He was poisoning the community. He was a drug addict. He was poisoning the community. He was a drug addict. He was poisoning the community. He was a drug addict. He was poisoning the community. Around the time you talking about Bambata doing this and that, he was a drug addict poisoning the community. What are you talking about? He was a drug addict around that time. Westside Dust Head or 50 Frank from time. Westside Dust Head or 50 Frank from the West Side or whatever, you know, your street name was or whatever the case is. Remember that? Remember that? It's not a lie. It's not something I'm making up. You was a drug addict and poisoning the community. So who are you to talk about somebody's past when yours has messed your brain up so much, messed your brain up so much that you don't even know the problem that you have caused, and maybe it's because you have a problem. You're missing chunks of your brain. You understand? It's eaten up from the drugs. This is not a lie. This is scientifically proven that certain drugs destroy certain parts of the brain. So sometimes it feels like you could be an agent, but I realize he's a drug addict, a former drug addict. I don't know what you're doing now, and I'm not into that. Whatever the case is. But I realize you don't even know you're an agent of chaos because half of the things you're doing them, and then you just blink somewhere. So let me make that clear to you. I talk to a lot of these guys behind the scenes. We go on these walks and we talk, and we eat together. A lot of them think you're a fucking scumbag, okay? They don't like you. They want you out of there. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, why did I play that, family? Because I'm not crazy. Because I'm not crazy. I'm not the one that goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that one. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out. The problem is that people don't want to recognize the symptoms of a drug addict. But here's the symptoms right here. The long-term effects. Short-term, short-term, long-term. Permanent damage to blood vessels of heart and brain. About a few months ago, Sinetta said, I need to calm down because I went to the doctor and he said my heart was beating funny. I got high blood pressure, leading to heart attack, stroke, and death. Liver, kidney, lung damage, destruction of tissues in the nose and sniff, respiratory failure, and smoke. Infectious disease, but go all the way down. Disorientation, apathy, confused, exhaustion, severe depression, paranoid, suspicious, distrustful, or afraid of people. Man, this brother, if you go to this site right here, the Drug-Free World, you will begin to see that he displays all the signs of a former drug addict. Now, for somebody to say that Lord Abba is going to create a Moorish movement, again, if that is the case, then he got to do something about this.
March 14, 1929.
See if he can get Sinetta to take this video down.
Forces stabbed and shot Green to death.
They just, he played a video
building.
Where he accused, and they made this video up. Look how they make it.
At the time of the murder, was connected to the murder of Green.
You see that?
And placed in jail.
See that? This on Black News 102.
With his legal troubles and his organization on the verge of collapsing, Drew Ali quickly.
So let me tell you something, fam. Y'all can go and check out the video. Y'all can go and check out the video. It's definitely, that's not the story. It's not even his, brother. What is going on is this brother is piecing a video together. He's piecing a video together to, man, this is that agent behavior. For one, he recorded me secretly. For two, he got a video, but he got stick figures cut out, moving all around, committing crimes, and he got somebody narrating it as these cutout figures committing stabbings, committing shootings. And he got, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So the point is, see, I don't have no, but expect, I don't have no problem with showing that because I got the facts. I got the facts. I can't find the book right now. Oh, it's in my room. I've been reading it lately. I got the facts. You know what I'm saying? And I will put the real story out, you know, in due time. You know what I mean? But what happened to the home improvement guy from Baltimore? I still watch Sinetta TV. How you think I found this video? Come on, Corpse Grinder. Makes sense. Makes sense, family. I still watch Sinetta TV. I watch Sinetta TV. I watch Dagger Squad. I watch Amen Ross Squad. But when a lame is a lame, something got to change. I still watch Sinetta. Sinetta introduced me to this conscious community world online. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, man. This brother is trying to sell, as the sister, I'm throwing this conscious community reunion on the bus. There is no reunion and there is no unity there. The reason why there is no unity, because this brother is only trying to get a check. He's only trying to get a check. That's it. Let's go to the next slide real quick. Let's go to the next slide. Here we go. We're going to go to the next slide. Like I said, I don't know which one I'm pulling, but I'm going to pull them one at a time. Let's go here. We're going to go to number 6. Let's go to 6. Let's see what he's talking about.
And Facebook to have the Moorish movie. I mean, at the end of the day, I show here's my newest book. The more Baltimore, the more you introduce yourself to the members.
Not that one. 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 Not
Moorish Science Society. I mean, we doing our thing. We promote.
Okay. Now, I just showed y'all a minute ago that the brother was, he took a flight from Georgia. Let me pull this back up. He took a flight from Georgia to New York. After talking tough, he took a flight, right? And said something to the effect that he could have punched, keep talking, things like that get you punched in the mouth. He took a flight from Georgia. He passed Baltimore and went to New York. And so it was kind of curious. I was kind of like curious, like, hold up. He just talk about stuff like that can get people hit in the mouth, but he don't stop at Baltimore to hit me in the mouth. I've been to Georgia. You know what I mean? I've been to Georgia. I was there for a whole week. Hit him on the phone, no rap. So what is this really about? What is this really about? And then I see this. One moment. And then I put it all together. I put it all together. This one little clip right here.
Promoting our books. So those of you that's trying to build.
Here we go. This is what it's all about. A new book he just wrote.
Doing our thing. We promoting our books.
We promoting our books. This is
In our books. So those of we promoting our books. Thing we promoting our books. A thing we promoting our books. So those of you that's trying to build.
This is what it's all about. Promoting our books. You don't want no trouble. You don't want no trouble. You went all the way to New York to promote your book. Why didn't you just promote your book? Let me tell you something. That's probably Sinetta. Katila is probably Sinetta, trying to be liberal and not so hard so they won't get kicked out the chat. You went there to promote your book. That's all it was. You should have just promoted your book. Leave me out of it. But nah, you didn't want to do that. So now, here you go. Let's go. Next slide. Let's see what we got next.
A representative of, he's an outward expression of what
he's talking about me right now.
Hidden behind the Moorish Science Temple of America in general. You remember the debate with me and Ali Muhammad. Only 4 or 5 fezzes was in the audience.
Now let me explain that part. Abba is crying because when he debated Ali Muhammad, there was 4 or 5 fezzes in the building. Now the reason why it was probably 4 or 5 fezzes in the building is because he is an autodidactic. I made that one up. That's the person who can't get along with anybody. That's the person that don't take advice. That's the person that say, okay, y'all don't got to support me, I'm gonna go anyway. People was giving this brother all sorts of advice. People was trying to help this brother. He chose not to take the advice. He is not a team player. He is not a team player. So guess what? If he's not a team player, David Jones, or not, Sinetta got video, tell you himself anyway. He probably took them down though. What did he go to prison for? Do you know he went to prison? You know Sinetta went to prison too, right? I've been spot before, but you know Sinetta went to prison. You know his whole story? I got his whole story. Come on, David Jones. Come on, David Jones. What did he go to prison for? Huh? Put that in the chat. Huh? You know he was in the Nation of Islam? Huh? Okay. Now, the brother behind the scenes, Abba, had much support. At that time, he had the support of Ali's men. However, now he's not on dope now, but we're talking about X-Bay. Listen. We're talking about why he do the thing we do. We're talking about long-term effect of drug use. We're not talking about he's a drug addict now. Come on, man, follow the story. And yeah. Follow the story, Brett Hicks. Come on. You know what I mean? And so check this out. He could not work with anybody, so that left him by himself. If you look at the Sharif Anil Bey interview, if you look at that interview, when the brother is talking about the debate with Brother Reggie, Sharif is saying, we, us, Ali's men, we, us. See, these brothers, go back and check the interview with and Brother Sharif and Tunica L, Cyrus L, and Ali Bey on the couch. What's up, Ray Ed? They on the couch. And you would notice the terminology that Brother Sharif is using, we, us, Ali's men, us, we. And what Brother Reggie, Short Bus Reggie, didn't understand is that he was not battling Brother Sharif. It was a whole group of scholars. He didn't hear the we. He didn't hear the us. He just saw Sharif. That was the difference between Abba. Abba want to be out front. It's kind of like the prophets say, y'all always trying to sit in my seat. Y'all want to be out front. Abba wanted to be out front. He got out front and he got mopped. You know what I mean? Point blank. You know, he got mopped. I got to block you, David Jones. You know what I mean? Because you ain't bringing nothing constructive to the conversation. I'm just telling a story. I'm not making nothing up. I'm just telling a story. You know what I mean? Just telling a story. You know what I mean? I'm not making anything up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to unban you once the show is over. But brother, if I'm just telling a story, it's like you. It's like me and you homeboys, right? And I say, man, let me tell you what happened. What you going to talk about? In words ain't nothing. I'm telling you what happened. You know what I mean? I'm telling you what happened. You know what I mean? Don't start cussing and talking crazy if I'm just telling you what happened. That's like you going to smack the reporter because he telling you about all the murders in your city. What you going to smack the reporter for? Go clean up the murders in your city. Anyway, check it out. So, the brother does not work as a team. And so he went over there and got the floor mopped with his back. Period. That's what happened. It's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. He got the floor mopped with his back. Let's go to the next slide real quick. See what else we got here. Now, let's do this. This is what Lord Abba said to me.
For Noble Drali, but you got Negroes.
There you go. This is side net of the hype man now. Pay attention. This is the hype man. And he's feeding around. You can look at his face that he's uncomfortable with this type of dialogue. Check his body language.
For Noble Drali, but you got Negroes like Taharka that will try to, paint a brush about you and who you are. And I think you've been doing this before him, or he always say he's been doing this long. So last year. So
So he says that he didn't know that guy till last year. He know I've been around before him. I've never been on YouTube. It's not necessary. It wasn't necessary for me to be on YouTube. Let me show you what he was doing when I was in the temple. When I was in the temple, this is what he was doing. When I was in the temple. And I'm still in the temple. This is what he was doing.
Did y'all hear that? When you know what a teraphim is a household idol, a dog.
He calls Allah a dog. This is what he was doing in 2008 or 9.
This is a Phoenician, Canaanite, Babylonian tradition. This said or Nana had a daughter named Ishtar. Ishtar became the star. And this is why Muslims.
Oh, 2009. Yeah, it says 2009.
They see once in the morning and once during the shadow hours when they are making what's called salah. Don't believe me. Look it up for yourself. Facts are facts. Truth is truth.
He said he met me last year. You know what I mean? Oh, you heard of me last year. Well, 2009, I was a Moorish American. 2017,
I show you
still.
With proof, reason, and evidence that everything that I'm saying here right now is the truth. So why get mad?
See, I understand the message. No, I'm not into Islam. I'm not.
Y'all hear this? When he was doing this, I was a Moorish American.
I know for a fact that our peoples, and this is to my brothers in the Moorish Science Temple, are not descendants of Canaan. You are not descendants. I know for a fact that our peoples, and this is to my brothers in the Moorish Science Temple, are not descendants of Canaan. You are not descendants of Muslim. I know for a fact that our peoples, and this is to my brothers in the Moorish Science Temple, are not descendants of Canaan.
You see what I'm saying? He changed with the
We
weapon.
have never called on the name of a God, Allah, ever in our story.
This is what he was doing tonight.
Allah, ever in our story. We were forced to call upon that name. And I challenge anybody in the YouTube community to basically just prove me wrong.
Y'all follow me?
You know, I'm going to give praise to the Father.
Now I'm a dead that because the simple fact of the matter, you get the point. He is saying that I show up in 2009. I show up a year ago. But people know who I am. You know what I mean? People know who I am. Let me read Sierra. With all of the sentences Sinetta has incited, I don't know how anyone can doubt that he at least exhibit some remnants of being an agent. He's definitely an agent. Only a person that will probably record people. And I got the video. Only people that will probably record people. They have to be agent, or it's something about them that's agent. That's agent behavior. Williams, they'll say, leave that part alone, talking, but that's agent behavior, and I feel you, my brother. I'm gonna let that ride. Let's go to the next slide. I take my brother advice. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let's go. So I'm gonna share this one real quick. Now we're gonna get to talk about Sinetta real quick. Now, all of these people that's following, all these people that are following Sinetta, and I told you, a brother put out there that the brother was an addict. I told y'all that the brother said he was an addict. Now, do I know? No, I don't know. I wasn't back then. I know he just got erratic behavior. You know what I mean? He got erratic behavior. I don't know. I just played the video. However, I'm going to play another one. Here we go. Hold tight. Hold tight. Here we go. Let's listen to his reaction.
Around thinking y'all African. Y'all don't know nothing about no fucking African. I'm not no fucking African. I'm not running around thinking y'all African. Y'all don't know nothing about no fucking African. I'm not 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 no fucking African. Number one. That's Sinetta talking. That's Sinetta. Yeah, that's Sinetta talking. I'm not no fucking. None of you niggas know nothing about it. Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking. Let me say off, man. No. Niggas running around thinking y'all African. Y'all don't know nothing about no fucking African.
Come on, man. This guy confused, man.
I'm not no fucking African. I'm not no fucking African. I'm not no fucking African. Number one. That's Sinetta talking.
But in y'all African black power.
I'm not no fucking. None of you niggas know nothing about it.
When he was doing that, I was a man.
No. Everybody be quiet. Hold on. You know I'm the fucking.
Now that's how they talk. First of all, let me again. First of all, Sister Robin White, Sister Dawn, Ivy Rose, all the sisters in the chat. Let me first apologize to y'all. I'm actually just trying to make a point. Any sisters in the chat, any queens in the chat, I'd like to officially apologize to y'all. I actually put out explicit warning on my Facebook page because I knew I was going to play some of these things. My son asked me, he said, "Daddy, can I be on the show with you tonight?" I said, "Nah, this one different here. You can't be on this one," because I knew that I was going to play this foul language. And so I like to apologize to the elders. I like to also apologize to the queens. Brothers, I apologize to y'all too if you were offended. But I have to deal with the truth as it is. And I have to present the evidence that this guy is all the way gone. And if a person is all the way gone, how can they lead some revolution or organize something for unity? There is no unity there. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. So when he says that he's not from Africa, oh yeah, that's right, Lex. He said Africa will eat you up. See there. So when he says he's not from Africa, I have no problem with that. But then you yell RBG when RBG represent African philosophical approach to life, whether it's African nationalism that was instituted by a portion of Garvey's teaching, or whether it's Pan-Africanism, something. You follow me? So it is what it is. Man, this guy is totally gone. And if anybody is on Sinetta chat room, Sinetta subscribe list, pay attention. Do not unsubscribe. Pay attention. Watch the agent type behavior. Watch the flip-flop type behavior. Watch, he call a sister a B 1 minute, and then the next minute he big up another sister. Watch, he call a brother a B, tell him shut the F up, and then big up the same brother next week. Watch the behavior, people. Let me tell you something. The people that the brother that shot, that was there when Martin Luther King got shot, he was a brother that was close to Martin Luther King. Matter of fact, he checked the pulse of Dr. Martin Luther King. And guess what? He had been a CIA agent for over, I think they say 7 years or 7 to 10 years. Whatever the case may be, this guy had to be as smooth as butter to get that close to Dr. Martin Luther King. They don't come out with the rah-rah. They don't come out with the things that you will understand them to be agent-like or sellouts. No. This is a new era of time now. What they do now, they put up videos to slander things that bring forth unadulterated truth. Now check this out. You don't have to believe in Moorish science. And I'm not, as my brother Sharif would say, I'm not proselytizing. I'm not trying to get you to join the temple. I'm not trying to get you to put on affairs. I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now you definitely blocked. Now you can't promote that up there. Now you gotta block her. You gotta block her. No, sir. You gotta block her. Yeah, she gotta be blocked. You gotta block her. Where's she at? Nah, you gotta block her. Let her come in. She trying to promote that foolishness on here. I mean, go spend your money, but don't teach my children. Don't teach my peers. Don't teach the elders to go spend their money. But listen what I'm saying. Agent type behavior is not the boogeyman, people. Agent type behavior is not the boogeyman. You follow what I'm saying? If you're doing agent type behavior, it's the boogeyman. You know what I mean? It's not the boogeyman. It's that guy that look like your friend. It's the guy that talk like your friend. It's that guy that does everything that you may overlook, but it's right before your face. As again, like I said, I'm not trying to proselytize. I'm not trying to bring you to the Moorish Science Temple of America. That's your choice. But what I'm saying is, this brother has been putting out videos since 2012 or earlier. This is a 13. Let me tell you this. This is a 13. Go right here. This is a 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we can say we know for over 4 years, this brother has been slandering the Moors who follow Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And this brother, Lord Abba, will go on the show to seek revenge against me, but really trying to promote a book. Really trying to promote a book. I mean, listen. The thing is this. Anybody can go to that event and spend your $25. I would love for Sister Robin White to go and spend her $25 and bring back a report. I will guarantee you, it will be just like this. Don't get on my Sister Robin. I will guarantee you it's going to be just like this. It's going to be a bunch of tables there with some overpriced junk. I'm just saying. Only one that's going to have something that's worthwhile is my boy, the elders that go there. Maybe like Infadishi, my brother, the Hebrew Perry, and the elders that sell health stuff. But you're going to have overpriced t-shirts. You're going to have overpriced sweatshirts. You're going to have a whole bunch of overpriced stuff. That's going to be number one. And then what's going to happen is, okay, I would spend a lot more than that. The black vendors are affected by these events. But guess what? A lot of these vendors that you want to support is not building anything in the community. A few of them are, but I'm not going to throw them all under the bus. But anyway, I'm not going to throw them all under the bus. Most time, Sinetta is going to be, and I'm not saying these are bad events. I'm saying it does nothing for you. Let me say it one more time. HOK fans, stand up. I'm not saying that this is a bad event. I'm saying it's not about unity. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to bring my man Lex Vortex in one more second. Give me about 5 more minutes, Lex. I'm just saying it's not about unity. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that if somebody is throwing me a red herring to get my money, why would I go? If somebody is throwing me a red herring, why would I go? I wouldn't go off the principle of being felt like a fool. You know what I mean? So, Sister Robin said, black vendors eat or sell off of 125th because of Sinetta. Let me tell you something, sis. They've been vendors on 25th before Sinetta, and they'll be there when he leaves. Trust me on this one. Sinetta probably have bought an influx of people. But I'm going to tell you what. Harlem has always been the central marketplace for our people. Always. Always. So let me share one more video, and then I'm going to let my man Lex. Matter of fact, let's let my man Lex Vortex come in the building and express himself a little bit. Because I ain't going to stay on here till about 15, 24 minutes because I think I said my point, and I got a few more clips to go through. But Lex, introduce yourself, brother, and don't hold on to nothing. Let it all go. I know you're a man of some sort of integrity as it relates to spirituality. I say some sort because I don't know what. I think you're a Christian. I don't know. But I don't expect you to come on here and act like those guys over there. I expect you to express yourself in such a way that's very intelligent. You know what I mean? It is what it is. No, sis. Sis, right. All is well. All is well, baby. All is well. All is well. All is well. All is well, family. Go to Harlem, spend your money. Come on, let's go.
Hey, peace to Taharka, peace to everybody. Lex Vortex from Vortex Media Ministries. And I just want to say, man, that we all have a lot of, like, I'm a Christian. I believe we are Moors, but I'm a Christian and I have different philosophies, you know, of course, from.
Well, Lex, we ain't here to talk about that.
No, I'm just laying a foundation before I go in because I want people to understand. I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying I'm going into the Sarnetta psychology.
I need to know this psychology of this man they call Sarnetta.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I say that to say that even though there is philosophical differences, we got to realize that everything ain't black, ain't right, man. It's just like people listen, Sarnetta is not, like people say, yeah, Sarnetta does this and this, but he's still my brother. Sarnetta's not a brother, man. That's just my opinion. I know people will disagree, but when you look at the actions of Sarnetta, that brother is nothing but division. And let me say this about Lord Abba. This is a perfect example. Now, obviously, Satan, because I don't like, because Sarnetta means son of God. We're not going to give him that title. Satan was obviously upset over the last stream you did, right? And see how the devil works. Instead of being a man and addressing you himself, what does he do? I'm going to go get one of his own Moorish brothers to come out and come against him. And then I'm even going to try to make a little money off of him and get him to try to debate each other. And Lord Abba, as a sucker he is going to go on Satan's platform and attack one of his own Moorish brothers. Now, here's the kicker. They've been spending the last 2 or 3 years clowning him and clowning Moorish science. They named him Yabba Dabba Doo. Him, Sarnetta, and the Armor Ra Squad and all them. So they've been clowning Lord Abba. They clowned him after the Ali Muhammad debate. I remember they used to make videos saying he was so pseudo and he really had no scholar. So why would you take the opportunity, Lord Abba, to run over to Satan's channel and go after Taharka Bey? That makes no sense. And see, that's the power of that camera, brother. And let me say this about Satan, because I don't think people understand what you're saying. And they got short memories. Kemet on trial. I was on the live stream. There was 60,000 people viewing. Even his boy Michael Edwards did the numbers.
Do the math, brother.
Kemet on trial made approximately $1.5 million. People, it's such an astronomical number. People don't even believe it. But you notice they never denied it. No, and people say, well, stop counting them brothers' pockets. How you going to say, if we're supposed to be doing something collectively and talking all this black power stuff, you make $1.5 million and you don't even build a conscious community lemonade stand. Not even the lemonade stand. And then you follow up with the Harry Rosenberg and you make another couple of $100,000. Now check this out. Taharka, I don't know if you remember, I brought up the Unity Conference to you on your show, I don't know, maybe last year.
I remember I said I'm with it. Just let me know.
All right. Now, that's where he got this thing from. The Unity Conference, listen, you don't hold a Unity Conference to come talk about problems. You hold a Unity Conference to implement the solutions you already talked about. Now, when I tried to organize the Unity Conference with them, it was supposed to get together to turn the conscious community into a corporation and bring all the people together and become card-carrying members of a conscious community with a person representing each conscious group to centralize the economics. This is what I tried to get together with him in polite, which is why I bang on this fake Unity Conference, because it's not a Unity Conference. It's something that they twisted and he's only using to put money in his pocket. The dudes, listen, there's no problem with anyone feeding their family. All right. They try to see, y'all got to stop falling for this. Oh, I got to feed my family. Well, we all got to feed our family. So if we all got to feed our family, wouldn't it make sense to do something that will benefit everyone so we can all get out the struggle? Don't tell me that, listen, I got to feed my family, but yet you extract $1.5 million and then turn around and tell everybody else, oh, you working for the white man. And this and that. Well, we know why you ain't working for the white man, because we the one that's putting money in your pocket. And y'all still owe me 40 from them 2 live streams that I never really got till it was halfway over. So what I'm saying is, when we talk about black unity and all of this, and people talk about black power, we know there's a comedic program, whatever they want to call it, and they against everyone who believes in God. Let's just put it down, no matter what form. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a Christian, Muslim, the so-called Abrahamic faith, these people are anti-God. That is their agenda. They're anti-God.
I think I don't want to get into whether they anti-God. I know they pro-money.
Right. And so,
you know,
right, they pro-money and they keep making money. And you got a good say. So why are we gonna keep going to an event? You got people saying, well, why are you hating on the event? Why are you hating on the event? Because you're saying, if he throws a boxing match, fine. It says, yo, I'm just trying to make some money for me. That's fine. You want to go see the boxing match, that's fine. But if you throw in an event saying you doing shows talking about we gotta come with collective economics and black power and we gotta do this, and then you throw an event and you make money and you never do anything. Like, for instance, the original Unity Conference plan, a percentage of the money, right, was supposed to go towards actually getting some land or a building. And now you have something that, that you can call the conscious communities. So if you throw an event called the Unity Conference, how can you not set nothing aside to propagate that unity?
I'm sorry, my apology. I said they don't even have an agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
They're showing up to be entertained. I don't mind being entertained. I know Sanetta, but just say what it is. Just say what it is. You have nothing. Listen. You haven't been making no money ever since the Pharaoh and the Abba Ra demonstration went down. You haven't been making no money. And I'm going to say this. I know he's going to try to strike my page. I know he took down and got everybody to strike on the crack pipe page. And now they took that page down. He probably got from Abba Ra Squad page taken down because they could compete and subscribers. Mind you, it don't make a difference to me. I got 7 pages ready to roll. And I'm going to get this message out. But the reason why I say I know he's going to strike my page is because the event at the conference where at the demonstration where what's the brother name Pharaoh now could not attend. They didn't attend. Something went wrong with the contracts and Sanetta was so crazy. He said he didn't even read he said he didn't think about a contract till the day before. It was a couple of days before. What type of weirdness is that? Anyway, yes, Sir Susan said it. Anyway, the brother that was there uploaded a video up on Facebook. And Moorish World TV is actually just going to report what's going on. I'm going to report what's going on. I'm going to let the people know what's going on. And I'm going to give you a balance, my side, my point of view perspective. It is what it is. So I upload the video from the Hebrew brother that shared it on Facebook. And he said, share, 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 share. I shared it. The brother called me and told me to take the video down. I said, take it down for what? He said, because it's making me look bad. I said, brother, I'm not taking this video down for what? He said, it's making me look bad. I said, Sanetta, I'm letting the people know what happened, man. I'm not. He cursed and hung up the phone. Then he got the brother to call or email YouTube to flag my page, and they flagged my page. They flagged, and this brother, I'm not even going to say his name because I forgive you, brother. But this brother, the last time I seen this brother, he was holding on, he was putting his hand on top of Jabari Oak.
Yeah, that was a shame.
Stand-up brother.
That was a shame.
This was a stand-up brother. And he's sitting up there he's a Hebrew brother. I know Hebrews to be strong, to be warriors. And here he go putting his hand on top of somebody else. Amir Canberra, I don't know what I can be jealous for, brother. I'm good. I'm not trying to throw shows.
Now you remember, Taharka.
Come on, brother.
When you look at the situations that happen, if you go back to young Pharaoh, and I want everyone to know, Sanetta's a true Christian, by the way, because he be trying to act like this, but he throws a major event around Christmas time. every year so he can go Christmas shopping. So I don't know why he's bashing Christianity when the brother celebrates Christmas every year. If you notice, his events fall right around Christmas. So,
hey, brother, it's not to cut you real quick, but on the show one time, he was trying to convince people that it was okay to say, he said, you know, why would you deny your children stuff? I was like, what? He was like, what? You know what I mean? Because I study more science. I've been in more for over 20 years. And there is no way I'm justifying giving my sons nothing for no Christmas or none of that. That's just not my thing. If each his own. You know what I mean? I'm so serious about that. I done broke up relationships on that type of degree. But this brother was on the show talking about that, trying to justify giving children toys and all of that stuff. And I'm like, to each his own if that's what you do. Like you, brother, you're a Christian. That's what you do.
No, I don't even do that. I don't
but you're law. But if you're a Christian and that's what you do, that's what you do. But here's this guy talking all of that mess. Yet he's trying to convince people on his platform. See, this is the problem. The problem is not so much that Sinetta is doing what Sinetta do. The problem is that he has influence to mislead. That's the problem.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
Now, if he was already people say jealous. No. If he was just a regular, average, everyday Joe walking the street, talking this mess, I probably wouldn't pay him no mind. But because he is saying that he is for black power, quote unquote, he's saying that he is for his people, he's saying all of these things, yet everything about him contradicts that. He's saying he's for unity. When you go through his channel, you can see he does not represent unity in no way. If you look at those that's going to be on the ticket, they all are in commerce together. Unc with the tennis shoes,
yep,
in the pseudo books. Matter of fact, he gave me a book because I doggone sure wasn't going to buy it. Unc West, he gave me a book.
Hey, yo, Taharka, let me say one last thing. I'll go and let you finish with the show. When the whole thing went down with Red Pill coming out talking about they was going to have a tribunal for Brother Polite, this should have been it for everybody. If a brother comes out and says, I'm Nino Brown, if I'm going down, everybody's going down. Now, we know there was all type of alleged scam artists or whatever. So that tells you right there, that's saying y'all, they're all in it. They all got dirt on each other. They all know things. And Brother Polite was telling them, oh, y'all want to play games? You want me to really pull out the rest of the bones in the closet? And
that's right. That's right.
And so, I mean, what else do the people need to hear? There's just some people that they're just so cultish. And then just because these people say black power, they want to get, listen, this group is the enemy. Because, listen, the magic trick is this. Always point over there and say that's the enemy. Well, I'm the one stabbing you in the back. See, the white man. But he's the one that's standing as the gatekeeper for the so-called people that what we trying to overcome. Because they never do nothing real. That's the sign of an agent. They look like it, they smell like it and all of that. But when it's time to really put the rubber to the road, nothing ever gets done. The House of Consciousness is a bunch of House of Cons, and Lord Abba, you's a sucker for letting Sarnetta use you like a whore. Peace, family. Jesus is Lord, and Islam to the Moors.
Islam, my brother. And look, I don't take offense to somebody doing what they got to do to represent their Lord, their Savior. You know, that's still my brother. I know he's a Moor. No, he might not subscribe to the philosophical approach. But let me do this. Let me see if I can get one more brother in before I get out of here. I got to get one more brother here before I get up out of here. Let me copy this. I'm going to get one more brother up in here to give his piece. What's going on? Let me see if I can do it. I just sent them the link. So this is what's going on, family. So today I woke up to my brother Taharka Bey, not Taharka Bey page, and seeing that Lord Abba went live with Sinetta. So if you just coming into the chat, you need to go back and see the beginning and you'll get a full dose of why I'm doing this video. No, I'm not doing it to compete with the antics of Sinetta. What I'm doing is I'm responding to misinformation that Lord Abba put out, that he's coming off as a crybaby. And let me say this real quick. Let me see if I can give you something real quick that I can speak on real quick. When he talk about the temple, let me see if I can. Let me see real quick. Is that 8, 9? Let me see. Let me see what this is real quick.
This man is up here in Harlem every week. I'm coming all the way from Georgia to check this.
So look, he come from Georgia to check somebody. Let's see what we got here.
A representative of, he's a outward expression of,
not that one.
What's hidden behind.
Not that one. Let's see. Oh man, I'm missing my clip. I wanted to give you the clip, but that's all right. It's not that important. I wanted to show the clip where the brother. I wanted to show the clip where this brother is talking about him not being a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and that nobody is a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America if you're not with a certain grand body. Well, what the brother, and I'm gonna bring clarity to this, what the brother is talking about is that there is a corporate filing on the Moorish Science Temple of America, and the Jones Bay Inc. portion has that corporate filing. But don't stop right there. There's other filings, corporate, on the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Jones Bay is recognized by Chicago. However, there is still grand bodies that split when the prophet passed away. It is said to be 2 that remain. So what he's talking about really doesn't make sense. I think he's talking about a corporate filing. But that doesn't make any other Moorish Science Temple of America illegitimate. This guy is so bizarre that he will go from calling himself a Supreme Grand Sheik to calling every other Moorish Science Temple of America illegitimate. This is the weirdness of this stuff. This is the weirdness of this stuff. Like, you can go from saying that you are a Supreme Grand Sheik, and then you go and say, well, you know what? After I thought about it, nobody's legit except for them. But little do anybody know, that this brother robbed them. And I'm going to leave that alone. Let that marinate. Let that marinate. We ain't going to talk about that. Let that marinate. And when I say robbed them, I mean really robbed them. That's why that brother is not respected in any Moorish circle that goes to temple. That anybody ever wonder why? Have anybody ever wondered why you don't see Lord Abba with a bunch of Moors? If you're on Facebook and you go to my page, you see me around Moors. Matter of fact, I just left a Moorish re-obligation ceremony. Right before that, I left a Moorish, Authority Day ceremony. Go on my Facebook page. I'm always with Moors. Have you ever asked yourself why Lord Abba are not around? He has no Moorish temple friends. None. We are his friend. Why isn't he ours? Why isn't he ours? Go to his Facebook page if you're friends on Facebook with the brother and ask yourself, why is it anybody that are legitimately striving that is legitimately striving for the perfection in the Moorish paradigm, why isn't he friends with any of them? Tell me why. Let me tell you why. Because he don't follow more science. Because everybody is wrong except for him. Millions of Moors are wrong except for him and the 5 people that he hang out with. He said on the video, he said, I got only Moors I rock with is I got enough to count on my fingers and have fingers left. Why? Why? Family, this brother is an island unto himself. He brought up Sharif's name. Sharif, I haven't talked to that brother in years. Not because of brother Sharif, it's because that brother is stiff-necked. Sharif haven't reached out to him. He haven't reached out to Sharif. Why does he bring up Sharif's name? He continues to bring up Sharif. Let me tell you why he bring up Sharif's name. Now let me tell you this. Get his book, people. Let me show you something real quick. I want to share something with you. Definitely, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give him a plug. Family, please, let me tell you something.
Moorish Science Society. I mean, we doing our thing. We promoting our books.
Let me stop right there real quick. Family, I'm gonna give you some real right now.
We promoting our books.
Get his books. The brother is a great researcher. Lord Abba is a great researcher. His delivery is off. His presentation is off. But his research is straight, raw, and impeccable. If you read his books, you will walk away knowing something. I'm not saying that all of it is right and exact, but most of the stuff that I've read from Lord Abba research is right and exact. Most of the stuff that I've read from his research. So I would say get his book. Don't expect no elaborate presentation on YouTube. Don't expect no elaborate debate. Don't expect. The brother has no charisma. He has no swag. He don't have none of that. I don't know if they still use swag. So don't expect none of that. But on the real, other than his research, the brother brings nothing to the table. But research is good enough if he could get along with people. So the jealousy with brother Sharif is, not only is Sharif a good researcher, but he also knows how to deliver the research. He also has the swag when he delivers the research. You understand what I'm saying? He has the charisma. That's what make him mad at brother Sharif. That's what make him mad at brother Sharif, because Sharif can compete with him on a scholastic tip and he can deliver it. But why should that be a challenge between two Moors? Imagine if two Moors like that came together. That would be a powerhouse. But this brother can't get along with anybody. This brother cannot get along with anybody. And so it is what it is. So family, if you choose to go to the Unity Conference, then go and enjoy yourself. But don't expect unity, because that's not what it's about. If you choose to just go and so you can be around your people, go and be around your people. But don't expect solutions, because there will be none. There will be no solutions. If you want solutions, take up a donation and get some school supplies for some children. I've never seen Sinetta do that. If you want some solutions, take up a donation and feed some homeless people around the corner. I've never seen House of Consciousness do that. Never. I never even heard him say, I did it, but I just don't put it on tape. I just don't film it. I've never heard him say do that. So, family, we're going to come at them again. We're going to come at them real soon again. Let me let my brother D-Red come in before I get out of here. D-Red, I didn't even know you was there. Islam, my brother. Peace and love. Shalom. You there, my brother? I ain't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
see.
but yeah, bro. What it do, baby? I just listen to you go in, man. I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah,
say,
brother. Let's take us home, brother. I'm going in. I'm going in again this week. I got another issue that I want to address with this, and I'm going in again this week because now I'm doing a campaign to shut it down. I'm gonna do a campaign to shut it down. But brother, go ahead, take us home, brother. Let the people know what's going on. Air it out. Let's go.
man. I mean, ain't really a whole lot I can say, man. I can say that I wish you and Lord Abba would find some kind of way, and everybody, y'all, find some kind of way to chop it up and rectify the situation if y'all could. I think that would be a good look. Uh, as far as this unity, as far as this,
I said if he called me and say, brother, let's give it a shot. I've tried before, brother. Let's give it a shot. I don't have no problem with that. That ain't on me, my brother. I'm for peace and love. I'm for peace, not destruction. You feel me?
nah, I feel you. I mean, I know how you are, man. We chop it up, so I know how you are. Uh, I know how he is. Me and him chop it up too, so I know he a good dude. So I think y'all could try to figure out some kind of way to do that. Even if I had to get moderate, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Off air, just sit down and moderate. That'll be cool. But as far as all the other stuff, but I really don't have nothing else to say about that. I mean, you brought out the Royale clip. You know what I'm saying? Which that's what it is. I mean, I try not to. Everybody got a pass. I mean, whatever on that, but I feel like I mean, as far as the conference, I don't understand what people expecting to get out of my granddad used to tell me you keep doing what you've been doing, you can't get mad when you keep getting what you keep getting. So I mean, you keep supporting somebody that I mean, just look all I gotta do is look what they did to Harlem. I mean, you making that money, you not campaigning against gentrification. I mean, you're not doing, what is you doing? I mean, so I mean, and that's something I told him. So I mean, it's not like I'm I'm saying something that I ain't ever talked to him about. I
Why do
mean,
people think? Why do people think that distributing videos or making live streams or doing live stream is uplifting people and that's enough? When our people
well,
get
because it's enough because a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of people not really doing nothing. They damn self. So it's easy for them to say, you know what, that's enough. When if you say that you about because if you talk about liberation, you see what I'm saying? I even asked Reggie this, and Reggie said, you know what I'm saying, information ain't never liberated nobody. So I mean, so if information ain't never liberated no people, just information alone, then you can't say that somebody giving you information is gonna be the key to your liberation when it's never liberated nobody. You see what I'm saying? So what you kind of got to do, what you kind of got to, people don't understand. You have to purchase and organize your communities. You have to, and you have to insulate yourself with your culture. You know what I'm saying? Me and my fiance, we was talking about that today. We was talking, you know what I'm saying, about culture and how we try to get people to other ethnic groups try to misappropriate our culture. You know what I mean, our way of life. But if it's easy if we insulate ourselves with a culture. Don't say they won't be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, those are simple basic things that need to be worked on. And if you call yourself in a leader of the people or a voice of the people or anything to do with the people, those are the type of things you need to be working on. Whether it's a format with what you doing over there, trying to build a Moorish community to Harker, what we doing down here for us buying back the neighborhood, or whether you want to do something like live off the grid. All of those are options, but those should be the only things that we should be focused on at this particular point. You see what I'm saying? We don't need to be focused on feel good events at this particular point. That's why I railed on the Black Power Wars, Black Power Source Awards when they was going on. Because I was like, well, we celebrating failure. You see what I'm saying? We're not policing our neighborhoods in mass. We don't have our own ambulance. We don't have our own police force. We don't have, you know what I'm saying? We don't. It's too much stuff we don't got. We not controlling our own schools and within our own communities. It's too much that we don't have to be trying to celebrate. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, so we need to actually understand what it takes to build a nation, to build a community, and that's the type of stuff that we need to be focusing on at this particular point. You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep fucking around, messing around with these feel good events, we're gonna be Dr. Claude Anderson keep telling us we're gonna end up being a permanent underclass. You see what I'm saying? And these dudes with these feel good events ain't helping us none. You see what
But
I'm saying? And that's the thing we got to focus on. This stuff is not helping. You see what I'm saying?
I,
This stuff becomes a weapon of mass distraction. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps us distracted from our real issues and our real goals.
let me say this. Let me say this. Let me get a shout out to Roy Bay, because Roy Bay was on that video, and Roy Bay checked Sinetta a couple times, and I got to give him honor for that because he didn't roll with the narrative. You know, he snatched the mic and didn't roll with the narrative. But towards the end of the video, Reggie ended up mopping the Reggie. I'm a, Roy Bay. I show you love for that, brother. I like how you snatch that mic and you begin to represent what you stood for. But brother, you should have been in that brother ear. And now let me get in your ear, brother. You and I'm gonna show this video a little bit for this brother. It's because Roy Bay is in the chat. Brother, you are around Sinetta. And hold on one second. It might be Roy right there. Hold on. Are you there, brother? Islam, hold up. Let me turn you up. See if I can turn you up. Now I got Roy Bay on the line before I go. Let me put you on speaker real quick. All right, go ahead. Oh, brother, you know I'm feeling good as ever, brother. This is fun to me. What's going on with you?
So as you know, so I was with Brother Lord Abba in Harlem the other day while he was conducting that demonstration and everything. And he has some claims of his own to whereas he feels that some of the Moors have turned on him. And I spoke to Brother Sharif Fanio Bey on the Prophet's birthday at Temple 21 here in New York City. And I asked Brother Sharif, I said, well, what's up with you and Brother Lord Abba? You know, because apparently there's a situation going on where these brothers no longer talk or communicate. And he said, listen, it's not me, it's him. Lord
and that's
Abba
what it is, brother. Because you just heard me on the show said, if the brother called me, we can talk.
Right. And what I'm saying to you is this, brother. Sharif Fanio Bey, yourself, Lord Abba, myself, those of us who are known to the public and those of us who are not known to the public, I think all of us play a major role as a contributing factor to what we do on the level that we do it insofar as trying to reach and teach and uplift on humanity.
Well, let me tell you something, Roy Bay. This video is called a response. I have never put out a video that wasn't a response to something. Never. I don't care if people catch it later or people understand it as it unfolded. I have never just randomly come at anybody. Never.
So listen, brother. You know I'm not accusing you of that. But what I'm saying is, and you know, so I have my own situation with a few Moors out here in which I chose to make the conscious decision to keep that beat private and don't make it public and keep it off record. Right?
Well,
you know
but listen, before you have a problem with a Moor, right? You have a problem? Do you have a problem with Sinetta putting that blasphemy video up on Black News 102 that got 55,000 views that misrepresents and lie about the prophet?
Say one time, brother.
I said, can you hear me? I'm gonna go on the mic. I said that before you can have a problem with Moors or any Moors of any sort, you write in NYC, Sinetta, your guy. He has a video up on Black News 102. I've talked to him quite a few times to ask him to take it down. He said he doesn't have the password. You and I know that you need the password. He probably do have the password. Now, I'm asking you, before you say anything about any more, have you said anything to him about this blasphemy video that misrepresents and call your prophet adulterer, a murderer, a pedophile? Have you said anything to him about that?
Well, so I do not recall seeing that particular video. However, and he will only nod his head in agreement. I jump inside that ass all the time.
Now I said, have you ever addressed him about the video? Have you ever talked to him about the video?
What video is it, brother? Because
are you looking at the screen right now?
No, not right now. I'm not, brother.
All right, let me see if you can hear this. Listen to this. It's called The History of Noble Drew Ali and Master Ford Muhammad and more.
Was instantly converted into a
I think right now, if you recall correctly, when Sankofa had did a video about you, and he said some disrespectful things.
Nah, I'm not talking about Sankofa.
No. I got you. What I'm saying to you is that did not I had Sonetta and Sankofa make a public apology not only to the prophet,
but the thing is, I don't want to shift that, brother. I respect that. What I'm saying to you is that this brother, we went a step further. He produced a video with images that depicts the stick people. They got cutout stick people. Cutout stick people. The cutout picture of Prophet Noble Drew Ali with a knife, or the bodyguards with fans and turban with a knife, cutting up people, shooting people with paper guns with red blood at the end.
Nah, bro, I didn't see that. If a law my witness, I did not see that.
I will send you the link in your inbox.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, when you do send it to me, rest assured, I have no problem condemning Sonetta. Listen, Sonetta, he ain't my damn daddy. Don't confuse me here. I got one father, that's Father God Allah, and I got one prophet, and that's Noble Drew Ali. Yes, I'm active out there because we have to be, because that's where the unconscious
Islam.
They still think they're black.
Islam, Roy Bay. Islam. We can talk about that off the air, brother. I just was in the heat of the moment. I just wanted to get it off my chest. But you know I love you, right?
I got no problem with giving Sonetta, and at the same time, for the birthday he's doing, I got no problem acknowledging that either. But if that video, send it to me, I'm definitely going to view it, and if I see anything in error, that will be publicly condemned. Not a problem on Roy B's part. Not a problem.
Islam, my brother. We're going to leave it at that, my brother. Anything in closing, brother. We coming back on Thursday. Now, I know that you had the security over there at HOK, but we're going to shut this down so you don't have nothing to secure over there. That's what we're going to do. Hey, wait.
Now, what I want to say, that amongst the Lord, personally, I did not agree with what Lord Abba said in terms of the only real grand body being that of the Arjo state. I did not agree with that. And when he made that statement, so I wasn't even there yet. So I got there late. So I didn't even see that statement until I saw the video footage. However, I will say with respect to the history of those who did play a role in this divine and national movement, the prophet did officially leave evenly ill as the one to supersede his place. However, he also said that didn't work out.
Hey, bro, we ain't teaching tonight. We ain't teaching tonight, Roy Bay. You come on the show and teach another time. Right now, I'm shutting HOK down. So you can't secure nothing. That's it. I'll send you a few dollars because I'm trying to make sure you don't got to secure nothing at this fake Unity concert.
All right, brother.
Hey, Roy Bay, you know.
You'll be a guest at me, all right, brother?
Hey, Roy Bay, you know how I do, brother. I'm just messing with you, brother.
I know, man. man. I just fuck take the hustle. Really, honestly speaking, and for all the Moors who are listening, we have had to put this final cut since 1849, and it hasn't stopped yet, and we almost in 2018. Shame on all of us, those who spoke and those who didn't speak, newcomers and old timers. Shame on all of us, from the grand sheet level on down to the floor members. This fight has not stopped since 1929.
Oh, come on, Boy Bay, you talk crazy now. Shame on you, bye. Boy Bay talk crazy. Boy Bay talking crazy. You know what I mean? Boy Bay, shame on this and shame on that and shame on this and shame on that. That brother, come on, Boy Bay, stop that, brother. Stop that. Stop that. I give you honor for standing up to the brother. Now you've gone crazy. Now you've gone crazy. Shame on this. Sound like Reverend Chickenfoot with the feds on. Stop that, Boy Bay. You know I ain't got no problem with that, brother. Stop it. Now, anyway, family, thank y'all for joining me, man. Shout out to my brother Boy Bay for calling in. Peace and love, family. You know how I get down. And if you try to come at me on Side Letter 2, you will be next. Now, family. Nah, man. West Coast Muslim, man. Man, no, West Coast Muslim. Man, Roy basically got the proselytizing, man. This ain't a proselytizing show. I have invited Roy Bay on my show multiple times. He told me hurry up and wait. So I'm waiting. I mean, come on, man. Roy Bay can come on my show anytime he wants to. Anytime he wants to. I mean, that's my brother. But I'm not going to let him come on here and bang and unless it's something that's justified. It got to be just. It got to be reasonable. You know, I'm going to send him that video momentarily, and hopefully he view it, get back to me. I'm actually going to call him and apologize for hanging up on him. And not that I apologize that it was the wrong thing to do, that I just did it so fast. I should have did it faster. No, I'm playing. I just playing, man. So look, I got a request, man, and we're going to get up out here, man. I hope I see y'all on Thursday, man, because I'm coming again. And I'm not going to stop, man. I'm not going to stop because this guy made a whole video about me. We're going to play tag. We're going to play tag. You know what I mean? He make one, I make one. I tell you what, his people better tell him, man, leave that alone, man. Leave that alone. I'm more witty, man. I'm more witty. Family, press 1 if you think I'm witty, man. I don't take this stuff seriously, man. He get angry for real. His blood pressure up. I mean, my blood pressure ain't up. I'm going to get off here, go eat a salad and laugh at it. You know what I mean? He's looking at this now like, oh, man, I need to chop a video off. Oh, I hate Taharka. And his wife, I like, calm down. You know what I mean? But nah. Hey, nah, he gonna try to get my video taken down. You already know that. It's all right. He gonna try to get it taken down. It's okay. Because I'm gonna put it on Patreon. Where you can't take it down. How about that? I got a Patreon site that's ready to open. You know what I mean? Ready to open soon. You know what I mean? I'm more entertaining than HOK. I don't cuss people out. You know what I mean? Dr. Tan, you be on HOK, brother. You know yourself, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna kick some truth. I'm gonna play around, man. I don't take this stuff serious. You know what I mean? I don't take this stuff serious, man. Let me tell you what I take serious, Dr. Tan. Let me tell you what I take serious, Miami Rika. Let me tell you what I take serious. West Coast Muslim. West Coast Muslim, this is great content. You just don't like this show. But guess what? West Coast Muslim? All of the scholastic and scholarly brothers will be back in the fall. It's summertime, and we're going to address some things. So if you don't like this show, come back in the fall. We're going to have my good brother Azim Hopkins Bey. We're going to have my good brother Gabriel Hernandez L. We're going to have my good brother Taharka Bey is the first I knew was coming, like Old Man River, a punch from Joe. But we're going to have some scholars come back, brother. We're not going to leave the show like this. We're not going to leave the show going back and forth. This summertime, brother. You know what I mean? This is the summer season. We got a fall season lineup coming. You know what I mean? Inshallah, I can bring brothers like Ali's men back. But inshallah, I can bring brothers like Ali Bey. Hey, I will tell you what. I would even bring Abba here to talk about his book. I told you he's a great researcher. I already told you that. You know what I mean? I already told you that he's a great researcher. But, you know, man, come on, man. Lighten out West Coast Muslim. I mean, lighten out West Coast Muslim. I mean, matter of fact, West Coast Muslim, I'm going to block you. You done gone crazy. You done gone crazy. He said anybody like this is not a Muslim. Come on, brother. You act like you probably home. Man, this is what get me about some people. This is what get me some people. I'm not saying this, brother. I'm not saying this, brother. But I'm telling you, this is what get me about some people. Some people be smoking blunts, smoking cigarettes, throwing back alcohol, cheating on their spouse, doing all type of crooked stuff. But because they don't agree with some commentary, they say that's not Muslim life. Probably drink all sorts of liquor, eat all sorts of pork. I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. None of it. Character is intact. I may yell, I may swing my arms, I may do a lot of stuff, but I stick to the script. And I have not violated any law of the Moorish Temple of America or of God. And if I have, then that's between me and God, and I will ask for forgiveness, and I will make a speedy reparation to the utmost of my power. I will make a speedy reparation to the utmost of my power. But all of these people that throw the finger of scorn, and you got to watch them too. Got to watch them too. I mean, because I'm not the Moor that you're going to see dressed up in the desert garbs. That's not me. I'm not the Moor that you're going to see with the rolled up shoes in the front. Not me. It's not me. But that don't make you more pious than me because you chose to dress or talk or communicate in a certain way. It's the way I communicate. I mean, it's the way I communicate. Act 5 says not to cause confusion. Absolutely. But we also know when love, truth, peace is violated, justice must take its course. We also know that this is not causing confusion, responding to someone that caused the confusion. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. I mean, again, if you're gonna call yourself in the leadership position, you got to conduct yourself like a leader. I mean, and like you said, you know what I'm saying, if somebody hit you, you got every right to hit them back. You see what I'm saying? That's self-defense. So I just feel like what and we have got to get to a point where we believe in principle over personality. You see what I'm saying? There's too much personality worship going on. These people have given you a character, no different than the WWE give you characters. They give you Stone Cold Steve Austin, they give you Mankind, and they give you, you know what I'm saying, the Undertaker. These people that a lot of these people that you see on this YouTube are characters. These people are not real. They're characters. That's why a lot of times they give you names that you cannot go verify in a community to find out this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they give you these, you know what I'm saying, Abin Rod, Teppin Rod, Tahuti Mays, you know what I'm saying? They give you all these names that don't nobody know them in their community by that. You
So
see what I'm saying?
check this out. This how crazy this brother is. Family, let me let y'all see this. I'm going to read it to you in a minute. Let me see if the screen can catch it real quick. This is a text from Sinetta. See if y'all can read this. Just now. I'm going to read it to you. I want y'all to hear this foolishness. This is how mad this guy is. This guy said, you just mentioned my wife in your live stream. You better apologize before the stream ends because you don't have the right to bang back on, because now I have the right to bang back on your family now. Now we talking about each other family members now? Okay, I will take that clip and show the people, whatever clip you're talking about. Now, I will speak about your family, N-word. Now listen to what I'm saying. I said his wife probably rubbing his head telling him to stop. Bro, if you're offended by that, you are insane. You are insane. If your wife is offended, I'll apologize to her, but I don't see why that would offend you that she's telling you to stop. I'm telling you to stop. Bro, you can show whatever clip you want. We can go on and on and on and on. I don't have nothing to lose. I pay my bills by other means, not by YouTube. It is what it is, brother. So show any clip. You better stop. You got 100,000 followers. I got 3,000 followers. Hey, I supporters. You got followers. I got supporters. It don't make me no difference. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you, Sonetta. Man, this is fun. This is child's play. You know what I'm saying? But brother, I didn't talk about your wife in such a way that's offensive. So stop making stuff up. Man, you bipolar boy. I called you a boy because you acting like a child. Acting like you bipolar. You know what I mean? Stop acting like you bipolar. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Now, Ming Adap, you got to get out of here too. And the reason why you got to get out of here, because when people was banging on the prophet, I didn't see a Ming Adap. When people talk raggedy about the prophet, I didn't see a Ming Adap. Now, so Ming Adap, when you go up on Harlem 125th and go stand in front of them brothers that talk about your prophet, then you talk about niggerism. Niggerism is sitting back and let people disrespect your prophet. But you're going to address me? You're going to address me? But you have addressed nobody who stepped to your prophet disrespectfully? Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that, man. Y'all kill me with this one. Man, it hurt me to my soul to hear Moors try to check me for defending my prophet.
But to go back to, but to Harker, you got to always keep in mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? You really got people. It's really a lot of people out here that is really, you know what I'm saying, that really worship these people. You know what I mean? It's a sickness, man. Our people, like people will talk about the Christian church, quote unquote, and they'll say, you know what I mean, and they'll bring up certain issues that may have done happened in the news, and they'll say, look at the people that follow Pastor such and such. He was robbing the people, or he did this, or he did that, and how could those people still support him? But the only thing that happened is the black folks went from the church to to over there because they got the same mentality. They don't know how to look at things and see it for what it is. They try to sugarcoat it and soften it and make it into something that is not. You see what I'm saying? And then when the people get caught doing the stuff that they ain't got no business doing, they still support them and make excuses for them because they personality worship no different than the same very same churches that these people bash. They act just like the people that go to them. They don't hold their leaders accountable, just like that they claim that I'm basing it off their logic. The people that follow their platform, their logic. I'm basing it off their logic. They will bash the church for this, that, and the third, and how the people are. The people are brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, but they act just like them. They don't hold their leaders accountable, just like according to them that the Christian church parishioners don't hold they person, they pastor, preacher, or whatever, reverend accountable. They do the same thing. So you got to understand and look at who you dealing with. It's a psychosis that we've translated. It's just like an addiction. They say you usually go from one addiction to something else. So they went to from a Christian church mindset. Now they have a or what you call a HOK church mindset. So it's the same type of mentality.
So look, this is what I'm telling them. I'm texting them right now, family, and then I'm gonna let the show go. So I'm telling the brother straight up. I said, bro, we really need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I said, everybody. I'm responding. So when I say we really need to stop, that means he has to stop, and then it will stop. But I'm not going to let people come sideways at the Prophet Noble Ali, at my brothers who are striving to be righteous brother, Hebrew, Christian, or whatever, unprovoked, misleading people, lying to people, and saying that you're for the people. You have a voice, and those that are striving towards the truth have a voice here. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why Zion Lex can come on the show. That's why D Red can come on the show. That's why Lex Vortex can come on the show. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Lex Vortex is spooky sometimes to me, but I love the brother. I think he's sincere in what he believes in. But I done heard some things. I'm like, whoa, Lex Vortex. And I'm not talking about Zion Lex. I'm talking about Vortex. I'm sorry. So let me make sure I say Vortex instead of Lex. Vortex be saying some stuff. But that's my brother. And he's sincere in what he believes in. So it is
And
what it
that's
is.
and that's the beauty of it, though, Taharka. And that's what people don't understand. When you get active in your community, everybody that's doing something, like Lex is taking a more uh uh what you call it, computer route to improve the community, as far as with his own social media site, with his Lakeisha Alert app. You know what I'm saying? And the things that he's trying to do is more technology based, which we need that. You know what I'm saying? If you talk about Black Power, you know what I'm saying? That is an aspect in today's time of Black Power. You see what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying? If you can't say that you don't get no more Black Power than trying to have your own social media app or your own Amber Alert type app. You see what I'm saying? So that is putting in work in the community. It may be a different aspect of putting in work, but that's actually putting in work. And what people don't want to accept is the fact that he believes that, you know what I'm saying, just because you don't agree with everything a person say doesn't mean that you can't build with that person. You see what I'm saying? See, we under this again. We say we're not the church, but and I'm saying it how they view the church, but yet and still we do to operate the same way. And I'm saying how some churches feel like if you don't belong to their church, they can't help you. If you don't belong to their church, they can't build with you. If you don't belong with their church, they can't do this and that for you. You see what I'm saying? We take on upon the same mindset and the same mentality, but yet claim to be awoke or conscious or whatever you want to call it. So we have got to start really looking at the simple aspect of you just got to build with folks that want to build. You got to work with folks that want to work. You got to put in the work with folks that want to work. And the folks that don't want to work, man, you just chunk their butt to deuce and keep moving. You see what I'm saying? I mean, so that's pretty much where I'm at with it. You see what I'm saying? I see what it is. I accept it for what it is, and I'm just working my jelly, hoping don't turn the jam with the folks that's really out here want to go get it. You see what I'm saying? And I leave all these other crumb snatchers, let them keep doing what they do. You see what I'm saying? And let them keep fleecing the people, and the people gonna see who they gonna when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? That when church is over with, when they leave them events and church is over with, they're gonna still leave empty because they ain't gonna been built nothing, done nothing, accomplished nothing. While Tahark is doing what he doing, while we down here doing what we doing, while brothers like you better doing what they doing, and Lex get his Lakeisha app going, and everybody else is continually putting in this work. You see what I'm saying? It is what they gonna see where the work is really coming from. You know what I'm saying? And at that particular point, you know what I'm saying, it's like what Elijah Muhammad says, you got to offer them a clean glass of water. You see what I'm saying? And let them make the choice. So they're gonna choose the dirty water, the clean water. You see what I'm saying? Right now, we already know what they presenting over there is that dirty water. We already know what it is. You see what I'm saying? It had already been proven to be so. So we got to accept that. And the hardest thing for people to understand is to accept that you've been ran game on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You've been hoodwinked. You've been led astray. You see what I'm saying? You've been bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You didn't land on HOK. The HOK landed on you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we gonna have to understand.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of here. Sister Rob White say, but can we promise not to bash each other's events? I can't promise that because if the event was titled correctly, that we're going to have a festival, or if we're gonna have HOK HOK returns the lectures or something like that, that's one thing. But when you tell the people you're having something with unity in it, a unity conference, nah, it's misleading. I think the title of the event is misappropriated. I don't think any unity is coming out of there. Only thing is coming out of there is bags, put it in the bag, put it in the bag, put it in the bag. That's it. There is no agenda. There is no plan after the fact. So no, I can't promise that I won't talk about people events, especially HOK events that have been around for a long time and have nothing to show that he is for the people besides a video, a bunch of videos, a whole ton of videos, but nothing